Now we're on page 3, and we're doing more involved division. I want to refresh your memory about this sort of division. We would check the answer here by saying 3 times 8 plus 1. Does that give us 25? It does. We take what we divided by times the answer we got plus any remainder. Make sure that it comes out the number under there. See, this is equal to 3 times 8 plus 1, 24 plus 1. That's how we're going to check these. And here's how we start. We're dividing this by x plus 4. So we put x plus 4 outside the old-timey division bracket, and x squared plus 7x plus 12 right there. And assuming everything's in order, x squared, x number, no x to the third or fourth in the middle somewhere that should be rearranged to come out to the front. We then ask the question, what do you multiply the thing on the left here to get the thing on the left here? What do you multiply x by to get x squared? And you would say, well, x. And I can put the x right up here. Place value doesn't matter up here for this kind of work. We can put the x wherever we want, but we want to leave room for stuff coming in the following steps. Now I take what I just wrote and multiply everything here by that x, and I put the results in the appropriate column according to what power of x. So x times x, x squared, put that underneath the other x squared. And x times 4, 4x, I put that underneath the other x. Now I'm going to subtract. Officially we're subtracting, but we're going to do it by adding the opposite. It's just safer that way, especially when we start seeing minus signs in the original problem. Trust me on that. So right now, what is everything? Everything's positive, so they both become negative, and we add the columns. This one cancels. That's how it should be. This adds up to 3x, and this we just bring down the plus 12. So there we are so far. Now we repeat the process. We'd say, what do you multiply the thing on the left here by to get the thing on the left here? What do you multiply x by to get 3x? 3. And it's certainly a plus 3, not a minus 3, right? Because it's positive. So up here, I don't just write 3, I write plus 3. Notice the plus sign, it is important. And then I take this 3 that I just wrote and multiply everything like I did a minute ago. 3 times x, 3x, that goes underneath the other x's. 3 times 4, 12, that goes underneath there. Right now, both things are positive, so when I change them, they both become negative, and I add nothing. So if I really want to write remainder here, I would say the remainder is 0. And if you multiply x plus 4 times x plus 3, let's see, what do we get? X plus 4 times x plus 3. X times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 3 is 12. See, and there's the 7x. And notice what we've got when we multiplied this out, and add the remainder 0 if you want to be very formal. We get back the original expression. So x plus 3 is the quotient here. I can just say equals x plus 3. Okay, let's try another one. We're dividing by x plus 2. So x plus 2 goes to the outside. If anybody in the class learned how to do these by a process called synthetic division in another class, you go right ahead. That's fine. But I'm not going to take up everybody's time with that. X times what makes x squared? Well, it's just x again. X times x, x squared. X times 2, 2x. And we're going to add the opposites. They're both positive right now. They both become negative. Cancel. And that's 4x plus 15. Okay, x times what makes 4x, a plus 4. So I put a 4 up there, 4 times x, 4x. 4 times 2, 8. And they're both positive. They both become negative. Cancel. 7. So this time the answer does have a remainder. I would say this equals x plus 2. Let me put it in parentheses. Remainder 7. X plus 2, remainder 7 for that one. Okay. Let's slide over here. Oh, now we're dividing with x minus something. Let's see what that looks like. It's not drastically different. Okay, remember, everything's got to be in descending degree order here, and it is. X times what? X times x squared, and then x times minus 5, that's minus 5x. Okay, and now we're going to change the signs. This is positive, it becomes negative. This is negative, it becomes positive, and we add the columns. These cancel, and we get 8x plus 1. Start over again. X times what makes 8x? Well, that would be a plus 8. And 8 times x, and 8 times minus 5, that makes minus 40. Okay, we haven't changed the sign yet. Don't forget that step. That becomes negative, that becomes positive. Cancel. 41. So the answer is x plus 8, remainder positive 41. A big remainder. Okay. Now we're going to take it up a notch. We're dividing by x minus 1. And notice we're dividing 2x squared plus 7. There's no x in the middle here. So, just in case we get some x stuff in our steps, I'm going to push this plus 7 way over here. I'm leaving room in case we need a column for just plain x rather than x squared. Okay? So x times what makes 2x squared? 2x. 2x times x makes 2x squared. And then 2x times minus 1 makes, see here we needed that column, didn't we? 2x times minus 1, we get a minus 2x. And now I'm going to change the signs. This is positive, it becomes negative. This is negative, it becomes positive. And we add, it cancels. There's nothing here, but nothing plus 2x makes 2x. And then we bring down the plus 7 and start over. X times what makes a 2x? A plus 2. So 2 times x, 2x, 2 times minus 1, minus 2. Now change the signs. And we add, and we get 9. And what's the 9? That's the remainder. So it's 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2. Remainder positive 9. Okay. One more on this page. We're dividing by x minus 2. Whoops. Dividing by x minus 2. And this has an x to the third. It doesn't have an x squared. Can you guess what I'm going to do? You're right. I'm going to leave room for an x squared column. I'm going to put plus x further over to the right and plus 4 way down there. Okay. X times what makes 5x cubed? We need a 5 and an x squared. Then 5x squared times x will make 5x cubed. And 5x squared times minus 2 will make minus 10x squared. Okay, we needed the x squared column. And this is positive, it changes. This is negative, it changes. Add, those cancel. Got 10x squared plus 1x plus 4. And start over. x times what makes 10x squared? We need a 10 and an x, right? Plus 10x. 10x times x, 10x squared. And 10x times minus 2, that'll be minus 20x. And change the signs. This was positive, this was negative. Cancel. And that's 1x and 20x is 21x. And x times what makes 21x? Plus 21. So 21 times x, 21x. 21 times minus 2, that's minus 42. Don't forget about changing the sign. The positive becomes negative, the negative becomes positive. Notice that first column, if you've chosen these things correctly, that first column should always be canceling when you do the add step. And 46 is the remainder. So it's, I'm just going to write this. Feeling lazy. Remainder 46. Okay, the answer is 5x squared plus 10x plus 21, remainder 46. That's it for this page. See you on page 4.